Hello, I'm Mark Tanzig. I'm the Commercial and Residential Horticulture Agent for UF IFAS Extension in Leon County. Today, Alex and I are going to go over soil testing with you. We're going to show you which kind of tests you need and how to get the best sample for the best results.
Plants need nutrients to survive just like we do. The pH and amount of present nutrients can drastically affect the health and survival of your lawn and garden. Knowing your soil's starting point will help you better treat your lawn and garden. This knowledge can save you money from not having to replace dead plants and knowing exactly which fertilizers to use, if any. Soil tests can provide very valuable knowledge on many aspects of plant nutrients and their availability to plants in the soil. Different tests will screen for different nutrients and other defining factors. The landscape and vegetable garden test is commonly used by homeowners and has two different options for test. Test A is just a pH test with lime requirements. This test would be best if you already only use complete fertilizers, you follow the generic fertilizer recommendations found in UF IFAS Landscape and Vegetable Garden publications, or you only need the soil pH and not the nutrient information. Test B goes a little further and tests for the nutrients listed here, as well as the pH and lime requirements. This test allows you to better tailor your fertilizer to the exact nutrients that may be lacking in your lawn and garden. The container media test is another commonly used test that provides information on the pH, electrical conductivity, and nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium. While the soil test can provide crucial information in terms of nutrients and nutrient availability, there are other factors that are not reported on in the results you will receive. You will not receive a list of plants to grow in the area the soil came from. You can use the information to pick plants that are more tolerant of particular nutrient excesses or deficiencies, but it will not give you a list of recommended plants. While the soil test can help you narrow down what factors are affecting your plants, there are still many other environmental factors that could be affecting the health of your plant. Examples of these factors are too much or too little water, diseases, and insect damage. Another reminder is that while this test can give you advice on how to treat your plants, this is not a fix-all and will still require you to continue good lawn and garden management decisions. A frequently asked question is, which of these tests should I do? If you're looking to do a test on your lawn or in-ground beds, like this example being shown, then you will want to do the lawn and vegetable garden test. If you are looking to do a test on raised beds, potted plants, or other areas where the media the plants are in was bought or made from compost, such as the example shown here, then you should do the container media test. The tools you will need for your collection are a digging tool such as a trowel or shovel and a container to mix your soil samples in. For the lawn and garden test, you will need a special paper bag given to you by your local extension office. For the container media test, you can use a plastic sealable bag to maintain the moisture in the sample. You will now want to locate the area of interest and plan out 10 to 12 random areas to get samples from in your lawn or garden. This helps get as conclusive results as possible. Collect samples from the top 2 to 4 inches for lawn samples and the top 6 to 8 inches for garden samples. Now thoroughly mix together the samples that are from the same areas of interest and remove any large pieces of debris such as roots and mulch. Take your samples inside and spread them out on an area such as a paper bag to allow them to air dry. Make sure to label each area on both the bag and the form, especially if you are collecting from separate areas of interest and sending in multiple sample bags. Once the samples have dried, fill the soil sample bag given to you by your extension office until the designated fill line. Make sure the information on your bag matches the information on your form. This is an example of what the landscape and vegetable garden test form would look like. Make sure to add a crop code if you're testing your soil for a specific type of plant that will be grown there or is already growing there. The different crop codes for this test are located on the back page or the second sheet of the form. The list is shown here. If two plants are being grown together and they qualify for two different crop codes, then you can put both of the codes in the same crop code box on the form. Make sure to put the two codes within the same box, separated by a comma, in order to get both crop recommendations with the price of one test. This collection is very similar to the previous test. Locate your area of interest and plan to collect around 4 to 6 samples, all from around a depth of 6 inches. Thoroughly mix all of your samples together and remove any debris. Make sure to label each area on both the bag and the form, especially if you are collecting from separate areas of interest and sending in multiple sample bags. Do not dry these samples as this can affect the accuracy of your results. Now you'll want to fill your soil sample bag with around 2 cups of your mixed samples. Again, make sure your information on your bag matches the information on your form. This is an example of a completely filled out container media test form. Remember, when filling out your forms, make sure to indicate Leon as your county, as this gives a copy of your sample results to our Master Gardener volunteers and horticultural agents on top of the results that are sent directly to you in 7 to 10 business days via email. Now that you have completed your soil collections, you can send them off using the instructions listed on the forms. All of the forms provided in this video can be found at these links. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to Leon County's Commercial and Residential Horticultural Extension Agent or the Master Gardener volunteers at these emails.
Okay, well, thank you for watching and happy soil sampling.